But during the period of the Russians being allowed to be in New York, they would buy 2 or 3 houses and put them together. You know,
Russians?
The Russian billionaires, what do you
and they are not allowed anymore?
No.
What? How can you bar you can't bar
they call it the oligarchs, they were the criminals.
Right, if they're specifically guilty of a crime.
There's not a clean penny in Russia, and there never has been.
No, that's true. Oh, I know.
Okay, and every penny comes from Putin. So...
No, I'm prejudiced against Russians, and I don't care who knows it.
It's not prejudice.
It's exactly.
It's
and the people are good people, but communism made them cynical. That the legacy of communism has not really been written fully until somebody gets onto that. The type of person who writes books, which is certainly not me. The psychological damage of living under a system where you know you can't get ahead. You know, the old joke, they pretend to pay us, we pretend to work. That legacy is what makes Russians so, you wouldn't want to fuck with the Russian mob, or there is a viciousness there and a ruthlessness that I think comes from having that kind of cynicism beaten into you.
It started before that. Russia,
yes, it did.
Russia has had the worst form of every kind of government. They had the worst monarchy. Tsarist Russia made the court of Louis XVI look like a Rotary meeting, okay? They had the worst monarchy, they had the worst communism, they had the worst capitalism. And that is because Russia is too big. It is too big. The only way to govern a place that big is with brutality, and all they try to do is make it bigger and bigger. The whole history of Russia is trying to make it bigger. And so I say to people, look, if you have 2 children, you could be a nice parent. If you have 12 children, you have to be brutal. There's no way to deal with 12 children. Right. And that's what Russia does. And that's why the Russians are that way. Right. And it started way before communism.
That's true. I mean, that's a very interesting theory and you're right. They do always...
It's too big.
Get big and get bigger. Soviet Union was just the supersized version of Russia, yeah.
I happened to be in Stockholm the day that Russia invaded Ukraine. And the people in Stockholm were hysterical. And they kept saying to me, Russia's right here. Do you know where it is? I said, I know where it is. It's right here. Yes. Aren't you worried? I said, you mean for my personal safety? Yes. No. Why? He's not going to invade Sweden. That's why. I'm not worried he's going to invade Sweden. But they were really concerned. Now perhaps the concern is gone.
I don't think he's going to invade Sweden, but I didn't think he was going to invade Ukraine.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
From the get?
No, not before anyone knew. But I mean, I wasn't shocked.
Hey, thanks for watching the clip. Hit the subscribe button now so you never miss out on our Club Random content that's posted daily.